Hi, it's me, Patrick, back with another handy-dandy lecture based on the reading you did this week from Corey Floyd's Interpersonal Communication. This week we're talking about culture and gender. These first two videos will focus on culture, and then the third video will discuss gender. Okay, culture. Culture. Wow, this is such a big topic for just half of a chapter in a textbook. In fact, there are entire classes dedicated to intercultural communication. I took one in my undergrad days, and if you get an opportunity to take such a class in the future, I highly recommend it. For now, though, let's discuss a few key concepts I want you to take away from this chapter. First is the basic overall definition of culture and its components. The book tells us that culture is the system of learned and shared symbols, language, values, and norms that distinguish one group of people from another. That's a mouthful, so let's break that down. First, we have symbols. A symbol is just something that represents an idea. For example, the image of a single star is what Texas, the Lone Star State, has decided to use for its symbol. All cultures have various symbols. Others for Texas might be barbecue or cowboy hats. For the most part, we agree on and share these symbols. Next, we have language. Cultures share language, and not just the actual language spoken. The particular types of words and slang are included in this. So, in Texas, we all speak English, but we also say y'all a lot. This is shared along with several other Southern cultures. Another component of culture is values. Values are the way we think things should be. In Texas, we might say that we value our independence from the rest of the country. Other values might be the importance of friends, family, or football. Not necessarily in that order, of course. Finally, we have norms. Norms are kind of like these rules that we have for interacting with each other. We have expectations within a culture, and we expect people to follow these expectations. In Texas, we might say it's a norm to not use a turn signal when we're changing lanes. Okay, just kidding on that one. In fact, many of the norms of Texans overlap, like language, with other parts of the country. For example, when meeting a new person, we often shake hands in Texas, just like we do in much of the rest of the United States. As you can see, there's a great overlap between cultures. And in addition to Texas, many cultures value family and friends, though maybe few cultures value football as much. Many cultures share symbols as well. I used to live in North Carolina, and they definitely love their barbecue as much as we do here in Texas. This overlap occurs because of something called co-cultures. Within a larger culture, there exist co-cultures. Cultures that share the same space, but that have their own sets of symbols, language, variations, values, and norms. A co-culture could be as simple as a group of people that you associate with, like Texans fans or Astros fans. Lone Star College has its own co-culture, and within our co-culture, we have smaller co-cultures, a student co-culture, a professor co-culture, co-cultures for each club and organization. Veterans have a co-culture also. Different religions have their own co-cultures. So, consider this for a moment. How many co-cultures do you belong to? I'll bet it's a lot. You can probably name at least half a dozen or more if you really think about it. Okay, that was part one of our culture lecture. We learned all about culture and the components of culture, as well as what makes a co-culture. In the next video, I'll discuss the various cultural differences that commonly occur within cultures and co-cultures. See you over there.